Hello everybody, my name is Thunder and welcome back to Fortnite. A long overdue video of the game. And yeah, it's long overdue. I'm also gonna be eating my breakfast while recording this because it's so early and I don't wanna fuck around with anything. Um I've played already this season a bit. A bit, not a lot. Not a lot. Yeah, viewed. Not a lot, not a lot, not a lot. Let's try Fortnite. But I heard these skins are back in the shop. Hmm. Huh. 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 Well, there's no super style, so we're gonna dunk on these bitches with these skins. And yes, I've been playing Zero Build a lot more. I'm gonna alternate between the modes now. I'm gonna do a few games in regular BR, a few games in Reload, and a few games in OG since Season 9 is back, right here. But also the Battle Pass for fucking Season 9. Holy, she's the best looking skin out of this. She was butchered. Like, y'all butchered her. Like, what the fuck? If anybody has the OG version of the skin, they butchered the girl. If I see anybody wearing the regular pussy, the regular version of the skin, a big old bitch. I have that. I think, is that what I think it is? Cause I didn't get a good look at it. No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't used this, I haven't seen these skins in a while, but I still use them. A lot of people said, "Oh, nobody uses these skins." Well, I use them. Look, I'm proud. Got the max. Cause I like the battle pass so much. Shut up. I don't care Fortnite. I don't barely play this game. I don't know why I barely play this game. A lot of the time I play with Benny, so it just sort of doesn't make sense for me to play this game without him. And I feel betrayed. I'm playing it without him. God, sounds so gay. Yeah, too bad I'm bi. Yeah. But yeah. Oh god, brother. I returned real in a few seasons, and I might actually try again this season, but I don't know, based on how little I played, and considering I've been playing a lot of like Doom and Elden Ring and um well, obviously Resident Evil based on yesterday's video, right? I'm playing a lot of different games. To the point I've barely touched Fortnite. I also fucked my keybinds a lot. Hold on, let me actually quickly fix them.
I'm having trouble with my visions. Can you help me investigate?
Switch mode is X, confirm. And then floor is gonna stay C. I don't know why I decided to fuck him up. Yeah, there we go. What do these do? Right. Hmm. It levels the sprite. Oh. Oh, we're gonna get him. Hold on.
Someone who has ties to the IO is the someone else.
Watch out, doggy. We got good shit. Also, yes, it was a live event. I don't know if I mentioned that at fucking all. But yeah. It was a live event of the game. And, yeah, it was good. And also, I've seen the Backrooms twice now. And I also wanted to make a review of it, but I guess I can use this opportunity to talk about the movie now? Considering I'm not a film review channel, like, I tried to do it, I was like, well, gaming is more my style and more my pace, so why don't I just do reviews while gaming? So it's like, oh, I play a game and then I make a review of the game, of a film that I saw that I loved as well, like, oh, for example, Backrooms, you know, yada yada yada, and I think that's gonna be really nice, because, you know, so yeah. If you ever want to hear my thoughts on the movie, there's a fucking hole in the fucking thing, my dumbass. What the fuck is this? No, motherfucker, I said view. The power of a shockwave in the palm of your hand grants the ability to perform leaps in midair. Oh. Don't run away from me, bitch. Thanks for the gummy spray, dumbass. What a fucking idiot. No, where was I? Oh, right, Backrooms review. So yeah, I've seen the movie twice now. I saw it once with a girl, and the other time with Alex. Because it was during our internship, and Alex was in Ireland. Yeah, he went to Ireland for an internship. Like, a lot of people just went to foreign countries for their internship. I stayed home country, because, I don't know. It felt right. Yes, I know English very well. Very well. I'm well aware of that. But because of that, I would feel like I would have such a higher ego. And you never know what the companies can demand. The companies could quite literally demand you to create the worst looking thing ever. And then they're not just ask you to create something. Ooh, who the fuck is you and what is you do? Sure. I'm not gonna lie, not even gonna level him up. How dare you? Right. So anyway, the Backrooms movie. I loved it extremely. I think Kane Parsons did a great job with what he was given, which is his own material, which is again just an achievement in of itself. Like, he was able to create something like this based on something he had previously made. He's knocked. Oh, Demon Sprite. I am not even going to take that off your hand, sir. You just get to keep that. Because I have it maxed. But I am willing to get that even if the storm's gonna come. Because I want to extract the gold one. I don't know, I just kind of do want to... God damn it. Yeah, I have. You have a fish cunt. I'll see what these sprites do later, but I'm pretty sure this one just does the same thing that he always does. Yeah, I already have you maxed. Can you let me revive, sir? But go fuck yourself and your own mother, you stupid baby. There we go, I just lost. Ah, yeah, doesn't really matter. They're just fucking sprites. I don't really matter, actually. Ah, I'm fine that you killed me now. God. I lose track of my thoughts. Fast. Right. God, this battle pass is mid as hell. This is cool though. The rewards are cool, but they butchered some of the skins. Like, how dare you? Anyway, let's get back to the new one. Hey, Diva. Yes, I have Diva. That's why I have zero fucking money. Because of this. She came out and I was like, I want Diva. Please give me Diva. So, Backrooms. Let me actually put my thoughts together for Backrooms. I'm gonna lose track of thought, and then I'm never gonna be able to make this review. I'm just gonna keep talking. Okay, so Backroom takes place in June 1990. I believe it takes place in the latter half of June, so it's like 29th of June 1990, and it follows Clark, a failed architect who essentially finds the backrooms in the basement of his furniture store and tries to get evidence leading to his disappearance, which then leads to his therapist to trying to go find him. That is the essential plot of this movie. We got two main characters. And yeah. There's the essential need-to-know basis of the backrooms. But this failed architect goes missing in the backrooms, and his therapist has to go find him. That's the basic premise of the film. The deeper analysis of the film would be, it's about the human mind and how it works and how it interprets something like the backroom, which I find extremely fucking cool. So I went into the backrooms with an open mind, hoping it was gonna be good, because I heard people online calling the movie mid or something like that, and it was nothing like the wiki or anything, and you know, this and that. So it's kind of skeptical of the movie, because like I didn't trust these people saying it was bad. Like I didn't trust it. I was gonna be skeptical no matter what, because it is, you know, a movie made by a content creator. Hope, I love you. You're awesome. You're awesome, Sauce. But please shut up for a second. But essentially, yeah. What I'm thinking, well, what I thought was gonna be a pretty mid movie, turned out to be the best movie of 2026, in my opinion. And no, and yes, I still have not seen Obsession.
Jones and I used to grab pizza when working late. Whatever happened to him, that's the key to all this.
A pizza? Hope. Girl, I love you to death. I love you, I love your character design and everything, but a fucking pizza is the key to finding out what happened to Jones. Girl, we saw what happens to fucking Jones. Anyway, the Backrooms in of itself is a cool concept in Kane Parsons' original series, but what he was able to craft in the film, or what he was even able to do with the movie version, I think it's even better than what he did in his YouTube series. by instead of the backrooms being something of an entity, sorry, it's more or less like something that, in a way, well, not even in a way, like it's actually confirmed. It's like a place that remembers something, and the more it remembers, the less it does. Now, some might say it's like describing a dog to somebody who's never seen a dog, and then asking them to draw it. That's the explanation. That's like the comparison they give within the film. And when I first heard it, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to really describe the backrooms in detail without sounding insane until that I heard that analogy. I was like, okay, so you basically are unable to describe it because of how strange the backrooms actually are and just how weird they are in a sense. So you can't properly describe them unless you're, I don't know, crazy enough to understand them. So once Clark actually did understand what the backrooms are, and he actually said, yeah, this place remembers everything, but the more it remembers, the less it does, I was like, wow, that's actually really fucking cool concept. Because, in a way, it's like saying generative AI remembers something, but the more it remembers that particular thing, the less it resembles the original version. Which, duh. Mm, so that automatically made me like this movie a lot more than I initially did. And so, what I thought of the entire concept of the backrooms from the film, I thought it was a great way to explain the backrooms, that it's a place that remembers something, and the more it does, it misremembers them and deforms them, malforms them, and stuff like that. God, this one's ass then. Um, but I just want to do the characters. Not went through the concept of the backrooms in the movie. Let's talk about the characters. Oh boy, the characters. No, I'm not gonna obey the Voyager unless he does something. There's a flare gun now. But anyway, we follow Clark, a failed, like I mentioned at the beginning of the review, we follow a failed architect named Clark, who owns a furniture store called Captain Clark's Ottoman Empire. Which is a contradiction in of itself, because, what are you, a sultan or you a fucking pirate? Pick one, nah, not both. You can't do both. Nope, nah, you can't do both, buddy. What the fuck was that fight? Anyway, yeah, so he has that. On the other hand, we have his two co-workers, Kat and Bobby. Of course, the guy name is Bobby, and he wears a crop top in the 90s. Me and my friend that I went to see this for the first time both thought that the boy was gay. I'm sorry, you can't put a man in a crop top and not expect me to think he was not gay. I thought that boy was gay for show. But turns out no, Kat and Bobby are a couple that work for Clark. And they're super well written characters, you know, even though they're just side characters. They take their screen time very seriously. I'm very humble about it. How many do I get? I get one. I'll extract it like this. But yeah. Oh. Stay the fuck away from me. Anyway. And so They work for Clark. They're filming a commercial. Is when you first meet them. Okay, fair enough. You first meet them when during a commercial, and it's honestly kind of cool introduction for them because the first thing Bobby asks, and this is the first spoken dialogue from Bobby, is mm, it's like, yeah, dude, could you just clarify what the fuck are you? Are you a sultan or are you a pirate? And I was like, dude, slow the fuck down, stop stealing my thoughts. But yeah, Bobby's cool, Cat's cool, and so after they film the commercial, they go home. Clark goes to rub therapy, comes back to his house. Oh wait, he doesn't live in his house because his wife kicked him out of the house. He does visit his house at some point in the movie, very early on, and just stares at it menacingly. I'm not kidding. I was like, wait, what the fuck? But no, Clark basically lives in the furniture store because his wife kicked him out because he was getting a bit abusive. But you know, we still haven't answered that. What truly happened? But you know, theories are all. Anyway, so one night Clark is chilling, drinking alcohol, and watching TV in the furniture store because he was kicked out of his house. And it just so happens that the power goes out. He goes to check, and then everything turns back on, and it's fine. Right? That was the first time. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The second time something like this happens, on the TV he gets a commercial. Well, it's not necessarily a fucking commercial, clearly. So yeah. And he sees the Backrooms in like a way, and it's kind of cool thing to see, you know? It's like he sees the Backrooms, and he sees this area blocked off with a door, or just this like 4x4. Is it a 4x4 when it's like wall, four walls? Well, he sees like a room. I should probably say he sees a room, and that gets him thunking, and he's like, "Huh, interesting. What the fuck is this?" And then everything turns back to normal, and the power goes out then. And then he goes downstairs to check on the power. He's really mad because, you know, the power went out again. God fucking damn it. And so, with his unrestricted anger, Clark decides it's a good idea to check the power, like I said. And and then after he checks the power and decides to leave because, you know, the power just doesn't fucking work, and he's gonna call the... What? Okay, I guess I just don't get any fucking ammo out of that. Yeah, he decides that he's just gonna call the power guy, but before he leaves, he sees a little light shining through the wall, which is, what the fuck? That's impossible, you know, he thinks to himself, and probably thinks to himself. But nope, it's very much possible, Clark. You're in the Backrooms movie, so that's why it's possible. But Clark sees that, and in his thousand brain decides to follow up on that thought of what the fuck is that, because he goes straight directly to it and decides to go into it. When he enters the Backrooms, you see, you know, the Backrooms you're familiar with, and it's really well done. Did I forget to put... I'll put a massive spoiler warning in front of the entire review. I should have said that, but at this point I'm expecting you to see the movie, because it's been out for the last friggin' month. You're right there, sir. I can fucking see you. Anyway. So anyway, Clark explores the Backrooms a little bit, finds the room that he saw on TV. and then goes to explore it further. Like he finds a little cupboard where he finds the duffel bag of the guy from the opening. I didn't even mention the opening, so let me quickly mention the opening. The movie actually opens with um, the Backrooms. Like it thrusts you into the Backrooms already, and it's oh my god, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I wanted to die. Anyway, the movie opens within the Backrooms, and you follow this guy who is running from a monster and got separated from his team. Sound familiar? Peter Tinge from the original series, from the web series. But yeah, essentially he gets lost and is later killed by an entity, by a monster that we cannot see. Which, fair enough. Don't show us the beast yet. Yeah, block yourself in, buddy. And so that's the opening of the movie. It was terrifying. I actually got shit scared in that, and that began the very much kind of first strange viewing for a movie for myself, if I'm being honest. Like, I kind of have never seen a movie this way. And I'll explain that at the end of this review, because it's a really strange way that I watched this movie. Anyways, the opening, I got shit stained scared. It scared the shit out of me, and yeah. Fuck me. No, you don't. Yes, he does, in fact. But... Never run away from me again. Okay. Bye, dude. I guess. Don't bite me. Oh, shit. Anyway, so yeah, Clark decides to explore the back rooms and then gets scared by something moving within the back rooms, and he runs out. Well, runs out, I should put in fucking quotations, because that guy walks slowly out, a little running, sure, but he essentially just walks out of the back rooms. But yeah, he gets out of the back room scot-free, grabs a stool. You've probably seen the meme floating around where he just goes back in and grabs the stupid thing, the stool. But yeah, so that's the first part of the movie. Then we cut to the therapist, and Clark arrives at his therapy session with the back rooms mapped out a bit. He mapped out some of it, and so he brings it to his therapist, and he's like, "I found a place. And well, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but please give me a chance to explain." She listens to him, thinks he's gone a bit crazy, and she just says, "No, I'm trying to fucking understand what the fuck you're telling me, Clark. Like, dude, you just brought me this shit, and now you're supposed to tell me I need to understand it like in 2 seconds. This ain't school no more, boy. I haven't been in school in a very long time. I know my job is to understand you, but like, even I think sometimes too much understand." No, there's a guy here. Are you hiding, sir? Sir, are you hiding? Yes. Oh. Oh well. They're above me, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna jump down and avoid all of it. Oh, look at this chest. God, people build too much. I forgot this is ranked on reload, so it's kind of like expect the people to build. But hey, Anyways, so Clark then says he's gonna go find evidence and heads off to find Kat and Bobby. He goes to their house. And then, oh, nice. And then decides to get them to grab some evidence. Because Bobby has a camera, and so Bobby is the most useful one. So they tag along, they get everything ready, and they head into the back rooms. And so they start investigating. Like Clark leads them through until they get to a place where there's essentially a precipice, or not even a precipice. What am I talking about? Where there's essentially a drop off, like a slide down. Like you could slide down and you would hit the bottom pretty fucking hard. If I find him, I'm dead. If I don't, I'm dead. But yeah. There you go. But yeah, basically the essentials of this mission is to see what's down there, and essentially grab evidence for the therapist to understand what the fuck Clark is doing, which is like, I guess, I went down, fucko. God, I fucking hate this guy. I mean, he's on his last life, obviously he was gonna run away. And so, as Bobby is, pulled down there, he essentially just son of a bitch. He just goes down there and like investigates what's down there, you know, very simple by the way. And as he's investigating, okay, as he's investigating down the downstairs area, he sees something move and go after him, and he asks Kat and Clark to pull him up, like, okay, fucker, to pull him up. Now he runs away because he knows I can win. Like, damn, buddy, I just came back. Now, they pull him up and they're all safe, you know, they're all safe. So anyway, Bobby gets pulled down because they didn't pull the entire rope up, and so as he's getting dragged down into the depths of hell, he is killed. And Kat runs after him, gets scared, and then also runs off into the opposite direction, essentially foregoing the, hey, let's stay together so that we don't fucking die. And so Clark grabs the camera and heads after them, and as he's running around, he enters a room playing Feliz Navidad, which is fucking hilarious to me. Like, I didn't understand it was playing Feliz Navidad until my friend pointed out to me. Like, she said, oh, hey, it's Feliz Navidad. And I was like, and then I just couldn't unhear it. I was like, oh my god, it's Feliz Navidad. What the fuck? Oh, hello, sir. I'm just gonna... It's Spider-Man! I died to Spider-Man. That's great. So essentially it was playing Feliz Navidad, and it was like super fucking hilarious after she pointed it out to me. Let's go rank up, and I couldn't unhear it after until Clark left the room. And when he left the room, he enters the pool rooms and so on, and gets caught. And then the monster picks up the camera, and it's way taller than him. And you get, whoa, what the fuck is this? And then we cut away. And then we cut to the therapist receiving a message of essentially Clark saying, "Hey, I will not be at our next therapy session because I opened the window and I went through it." And so, yeah. It's really, really, really weird how he says it. So it's kind of like, wait, what the fuck are you on, Clark? But anyway, she goes to his store, finds the entrance to the backrooms, enters the backrooms, explores them, finds Clark, who's being really creepy, who then, which should have been a hint to what the monster is, which is the fact that when the monster is getting closer, Clark says to his therapist, oh no, I forgot her name. No, I forgot her name. Ah! Let me quickly Google her name. Let me Google her name. Please, don't get mad at me. I haven't, you know what? Backrooms movie. Backrooms. I forgot her name. Give me a sec. Cat. Nope. Mary. Fuck, it's Mary. Her name is Mary. Okay, the therapist. Mary. What Clark says to Mary. I've been calling her the therapist, even though she's Mary. Does Mary? Oh, don't worry. It's just me. And that scared the shit out of me. I was like, what are you talking about, sir? Anyway. He knocks her out. And then when she wakes up, she's tied to a chair deeper into the backrooms. And Clark wants to have a therapy session again. Because he's gone insane and wants to basically be the guy in the right. He wants to basically prove that he's in the right. Oh my god, I haven't seen this in a while. So he wants to prove that he's in the right and things. So yeah. Then, that's a new one. That's a new location. Oh no, it's not new. Oh my god, I forgot. Anyway, Mary decides to forgo the entire exercise, which is just role playing. Like she would be Mary, and you would be, and basically before they even do this, by the way, I should mention this. This is the best scene in the movie. They talk, and Clark has some still lifes there. It's different from life forms. I'm not gonna go too deep into explaining, but it's still lives. So he has some still lives there, and essentially what he's doing is what they are is they're essentially just non-threatening, like NPCs, like almost like NPCs, non-threatening people actually. So they're not even a threat, and Clark decides to, you know, the genius that he is, while he has a scared lady tied to a chair, he decides to say, "Oh yeah, you know what the best part about these guys is? You can eat them." And obviously, for good reason, Mary's reaction is, "Clark, you're a fucking crazy man." And so then Clark wants to have that exercise, and so on, and then they have the exercise. I hate these gamers. They have the exercise, and Mary starts to feel a bit scared, so she starts yelling at Clark that she's not his wife, that she's never even met her, even though the wife is right in the fucking room with you. She's a bit malformed, but she's in the room. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But essentially, Clark has gone crazy. Let's do a little bit of Blitz. Yeah, sure. Why not? So essentially, Mary goes off and finally explains the point of the movie, and finally gets to, like, the idea. Well, not even an idea, but, like, she gets to, like, call out Clark on his bullshit, and is essentially like, blame your fucking brain, you are your fucking brain, dipshit, but it's just the way you're wired, isn't it? It's like, call the abuser out. It's a pretty popular theory that Clark was abusive. But, Clark then decides to and then Clark asks if he doesn't need to change. He and adds that he doesn't want to change, that he wants to stay here, that he feels like he belongs in the backrooms, you know. And so Mary says, then stay, but let me go. So Clark lets her go. A little bit after a bit debating, he lets her go. But as he's untying her, something pops in, and it's the fucking monster. Finally, the build up to this thing was immaculate. Wow, that was the easiest kill of my life. Let me get this. But yeah. Essentially, yeah, and then the monster finally appears. The monster finally appears, and you get to be brought in awe of the sheer amount of just scare factor that there is with this monster. This monster is terrifying. Captain Clark, the monster of the movie, which is just Clark as a captain in his captain uniform and shit, and he's just terrifying. It's scary as hell, and it's honestly the best choice for the movie to have a monster like that. And so, Clark tells it, oh, it's okay, we don't have to change. And the thing decides to just like, you know what? I'm hungry. So he takes a bite of Clark and just fucking kills him in front of Mary. And then, as he's chomping away at Clark, he decides to, you know what else would taste nice? This lady over here called Mary that just walked in, that's supposedly our therapist, in quotations. So he decides to hunt her down. And so he decides to go after her, chase her, and then the chase of the film begins, and I really did enjoy it. It was a fantastic chase, a showcase of just how great of a director Kane is. Um, Um, and so that sort of plays into, well, like I said, how well directed this movie is. Oh my god, it was the fat ass. Courage JD, nobody cares about him. I could take this, yeah. Okay, I guess that's gonna be it for this video then. Let me just finish my review of the back. So essentially, Mary was able to escape the back rooms. She kills the well, essentially almost kills the monster. The monster then later dies. And she escapes the back rooms via help of Acing, who have to beat her to a bloody pulp first. And so Mary escapes, is then later brought to the Acing facility, questioned about what she saw, and she basically gives a doctor the same answer. It's like, you're asking me to describe something that I cannot describe, but it's like describing a dog to somebody who's never seen a dog, blah, blah, blah. And essentially, Mary then is able to leave. Should we do another thing? Let's do just something. Yeah, sure. And Mary then leaves the back rooms. I know this last part of the video is just going to be spent in the lobby. But I kind of have to. And so after everything is said and done, and everything's questioned, we go through the back. Mary zones out, and then we cut to her being a still life in the back rooms. Really cool shot, love that. And then you also get to see just how the back rooms really operates. And you see it, and it's like, the first memory, the second time it remembers, the third time, the fourth, the fifth, and finally the last time it remembers, and it's like an open space now. And it's such a cool shot to end the movie on. Truly beautiful. Now my closing thoughts of this. I do have to say, yes, the movie is good. It's better than anything I've ever seen. It's better than what I expected it to be. So I definitely give this movie a solid 8 out of 10. It's definitely not like a 9 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10. Solid 8, like 7.5 to 8. I'm not really sure on the scoring here, but I'm going to leave it at somewhere in between. Uh, I'm going to say for now a solid 8. If later down the line my opinion changed. But yeah, these are my thoughts on the Backrooms and also my return to Fortnite Battle Royale. I hope you enjoyed this video, both two videos in one. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah. Yeah, go watch the Backrooms, even though I just spoiled the entire movie for you guys. Still, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.